Navigate up. Your novel. The battle between Death and Thanos raged on, the two powerful beings locked in a never-ending struggle. Death, with his speed and skill with his sickles, tried to land blows on Thanos, but the dinosaur's glowing purple eyes allowed him to regenerate from every scratch and wound. Thanos, in turn, used his newfound powers to emit foggy mist and energy waves from his eyes, disorienting Death and increasing his own speed and strength. The two adversaries clashed, their powers colliding in a spectacular display of force. "You cannot defeat me, Death," Thanos roared, his voice echoing with power. "I am eternal, unstoppable." Death snarled, his red eyes burning with hatred. "I will not rest until you are destroyed, Thanos. I will not be defeated." The two continued to clash, their battle shaking the very ground beneath them. Death darted in and out, slicing at Thanos with his sickles, while Thanos charged forward, his teeth bared in a vicious snarl. As the fight raged on, it became clear that neither Death nor Thanos would emerge victorious. Their powers seemed evenly matched, their determination unwavering. And so, the battle between Death and Thanos continued for all eternity, a never-ending cycle of violence and destruction. The world around them trembled at their power, the very fabric of reality strained by their relentless conflict. And as the dust settled and the echoes of their battle faded, it was clear that Death and Thanos would forever be locked in combat, their struggle destined to continue until the end of time. Navigate up. Your novel. The battle between Death and Thanos raged on, the two powerful beings locked in a never-ending struggle. Death, with his speed and skill with his sickles, tried to land blows on Thanos, but the dinosaur's glowing purple eyes allowed him to regenerate from every scratch and wound. Thanos, in turn, used his newfound powers to emit foggy mist and energy waves from his eyes, disorienting Death and increasing his own speed and strength. The two adversaries clashed, their powers colliding in a spectacular display of force. As the fight continued, Death realized that he was facing a foe unlike any he had encountered before. Thanos seemed unstoppable, his purple eyes glowing brighter and brighter with each passing moment. But Death refused to back down, determined to defeat his enemy no matter the cost. The battle raged on, the two combatants locked in a deadly dance of death and destruction. Each blow landed with bone-crushing force, each dodge and counterattack executed with precision and skill. But as the fight dragged on, it became clear that neither Death nor Thanos would emerge victorious. Their powers seemed evenly matched, their determination unwavering. And so the battle continued, a never-ending cycle of violence and bloodshed. In the end, it was unclear who would emerge triumphant in this epic struggle. But one thing was certain, the battle between Death and Thanos would go on for all eternity, a never-ending war between two powerful beings locked in a deadly dance of death. Navigate up. Your novel. The battle between Death and Thanos raged on, the two powerful beings locked in a never-ending struggle. Death, with his speed and agility, dodged and weaved around Thanos, slashing at him with his deadly sickles. But Thanos, with his glowing purple eyes, was able to regenerate from every blow, his strength seemingly limitless. As the fight continued, Thanos unleashed a new power, emitting a foggy mist from his eyes that disoriented Death. He then charged at Death, his speed increased exponentially by the power of his glowing eyes. With a roar, he emitted energy waves that sent Death flying, but the villain quickly recovered and continued his assault. The two adversaries clashed, their battle tearing through the landscape around them. Death sliced at Thanos, aiming for his legs and throat, but the dinosaur's regeneration abilities kept him in the fight. Thanos, in turn, used his sharp teeth to bite at Death, drawing blood but unable to deliver a fatal blow. The fight seemed to go on forever, neither combatant willing to back down. Their powers clashed, creating a spectacle of light and energy that lit up the sky. As they continued to battle, it became clear that this fight would never end, that Death and Thanos were destined to battle for all eternity. And so, the two foes continued to clash, their struggle never ending, their powers locked in a deadly dance of destruction. The battle of Death and Thanos would go down in history as one of the greatest conflicts of all time, a never-ending war between two unstoppable forces. Navigate up. Your novel. In the vast expanse of the cosmos, two powerful beings clashed in an eternal battle that shook the very foundations of reality. Thanatos, the fearsome god of death from the God of War games, stood tall and imposing, his dark armor gleaming in the dim light of the void. His eyes burned with a cold, unyielding fire as he faced off against his eternal foe, Thanos Simonatoi, a medium-sized predatory theropod dinosaur with glowing purple eyes that matched Thanatos' own. The two beings circled each other, each waiting for the other to make the first move. Thanatos raised his massive sword, the blade of Olympus, ready to strike at a moment's notice. Thanos Simonatoi let out a deafening roar, his razor-sharp teeth glinting in the darkness as he prepared to pounce. But before the battle could truly begin, a rift in reality opened up and another figure stepped through. It was Thanos, the infamous villain from Marvel Comics, his gauntleted hand gripping the leash of a massive purple-eyed dinosaur that towered over him. This was Thanos' pet, a creature of immense power and ferocity that he had named after himself. With a wicked grin, Thanos raised his other hand and snapped his fingers, causing a wave of energy to wash over the battlefield. Thanatos and Thanos Simonatoi were both caught in the blast, their bodies racked with pain as they struggled to resist the villain's power. As the dust settled, Thanos stood triumphant, his pet dinosaur by his side. The battle had shifted in his favor, and he wasted no time in launching a relentless assault against Thanatos. The god of death fought back with all his might, but he was no match for the combined forces of Thanos and his dinosaur companion. The battle raged on for what seemed like an eternity, the clash of titans echoing through the void. Descriptive explosions of energy lit up the darkness as the combatants traded blows, each one more devastating than the last. Dialogues of defiance and determination filled the air as Thanatos and Thanos hurled insults and threats at each other, their voices filled with rage and hatred. But no matter how fierce the battle became, neither side could gain the upper hand. Thanatos' godly powers clashed with Thanos' cosmic abilities, creating a spectacle of destruction that threatened to consume everything in its path. And as the two beings fought on, it became clear that this war would never end, that they were destined to battle each other for all eternity. And so the eternal struggle continued, a never-ending cycle of violence and chaos that would shape the fate of the cosmos for all time. The clash of Thanatos and Thanos Simonatoi, joined by their pet dinosaur, would be remembered as one of the greatest battles in the history of the universe, a testament to the power of gods and monsters alike. Navigate up. Your story. Thanos stood in the center of his throne room, the infinity gauntlet gleaming on his hand. He looked down at his newest acquisition, a medium-sized predatory dinosaur known as Thanos Simonatoi. The creature was a member of the Abelosaurid family, with powerful jaws and a robust physique. "Ah, my loyal companion," Thanos said, patting the dinosaur on the head. "You will serve me well in my quest for ultimate power." The dinosaur let out a low growl, its eyes gleaming with intelligence. It had been a gift from one of Thanos' minions, who had found it on a distant planet and tamed it for his master. "Come, Thanos Simonatoi," Thanos said, gesturing for the dinosaur to follow him. "We have work to do." The two of them set off on their journey, the dinosaur keeping pace with Thanos as they traveled through the galaxy. Along the way, they encountered various foes who sought to challenge Thanos' rule. But with the power of the Infinity Gauntlet and the strength of his loyal companion, Thanos was able to defeat them all. As they continued on their journey, Thanos and the dinosaur formed a strong bond. They fought side by side, their combined power overwhelming any who dared to stand in their way. And as they conquered planet after planet, Thanos began to see the dinosaur not just as a pet, but as a true companion. "You are more than just a beast," Thanos said to the dinosaur one day, as they rested after a particularly fierce battle. "You are a warrior, like me." The dinosaur let out a rumbling purr, nuzzling against Thanos' side. It was clear that the creature had formed a deep bond with its master, and was willing to follow him to the ends of the universe. And so, with Thanos Simonatoi by his side, Thanos continued on his quest for ultimate power. Together, they were unstoppable, a force to be reckoned with in the galaxy. And as they conquered world after world, Thanos knew that he had found a true companion in his loyal dinosaur. Navigate up. Your story. Thanos stood in the center of his throne room, the infinity gauntlet gleaming on his hand. He looked down at his newest acquisition, a medium-sized predatory dinosaur known as Thanos Simonatoi. The creature was strong, robust, and powerful, just like its master. "Ah, my loyal companion," Thanos said, patting the dinosaur on the head. "You will serve me well in my quest for power." The dinosaur let out a low growl, its eyes gleaming with intelligence. It had been trained by Thanos himself to obey his every command, and it did so without question. As Thanos prepared to embark on his next mission, he knew that having Thanos Simonatoi by his side would give him the edge he needed to conquer the universe. The dinosaur was a fearsome fighter, able to take down even the strongest of foes with ease. Together, Thanos and his dinosaur companion traveled from planet to planet, leaving a trail of destruction in their wake. With the power of the Infinity Gauntlet at his disposal, Thanos was unstoppable, and with Thanos Simonatoi by his side, he was truly invincible. But as they continued their conquest, Thanos began to realize that his dinosaur companion was more than just a pet. It was a loyal friend, a fierce protector, and a valuable ally in his quest for power. "Thank you, my friend," Thanos said, looking into the dinosaur's eyes. "Together, we will rule the universe." And with that, Thanos and Thanos Simonatoi continued on their journey, their bond stronger than ever as they faced whatever challenges came their way. With the power of the Infinity Gauntlet and the strength of the dinosaur by his side, Thanos knew that nothing could stand in their way. Your novel. Novel. Title: The Battle of Titans. 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 In the world of Helluva Boss, a new challenger emerged in the form of a powerful Abelosaurid dinosaur named Thanos Simonatoi. This fearsome creature, with its purple glowing eyes, was a force to be reckoned with. Little did anyone know, another Thanos was about to enter the scene, the infamous Marvel character with the all-powerful Infinity Gauntlet. As Marvel's Thanos made his way into the animated show, chaos ensued. The two Thanos clashed in a battle of epic proportions, their powers colliding in a spectacle of destruction. Luna, one of the main characters, bravely stepped up to face the Abelosaurid Thanos, but she was no match for his speed and strength. Using his purple glowing eyes to his advantage, the dinosaur Thanos countered all of Luna's attacks with ease. Meanwhile, Marvel's Thanos unleashed the full power of the Infinity Stones, overwhelming their opponents with his godlike abilities. In the end, Luna was heavily injured and forced to retreat, leaving Thanos and his pet dinosaur as the new rulers of Helluva Boss. With their combined powers, they maintained balance within the animated show, ensuring peace and order. Despite their initial clash, Luna couldn't help but feel a sense of pride in the two Thanos. They had proven themselves to be formidable opponents, pushing her to her limits and giving her a run for her money. She even found herself praising Marvel's Thanos and the Abelosaurid Thanos for their strength and determination. And so, the Battle of Titans came to an end, with Thanos and Thanos standing victorious as the rulers of Helluva Boss, their purple glowing eyes and Infinity Gauntlet shining brightly in the animated world. Navigate up. Up. Your novel. Title: The Battle of Thanos. In the world of Helluva Boss, a new challenger appeared. Thanos Simonatoi, a powerful Abelosaurid dinosaur, entered the animated show with a mission to conquer and rule. Little did he know, another Thanos was about to enter the scene, the Marvel character with the infamous Infinity Gauntlet. As the two Thanos clashed, the residents of Helluva were caught in the crossfire. Luna, a fierce demoness, stepped up to challenge the Abelisaur Thanos. But with his purple glowing eyes and enhanced speed, he easily countered all of her attacks. Meanwhile, Marvel's Thanos unleashed the power of the Infinity Stones, causing chaos and destruction all around. The two Thanos worked together seamlessly, overpowering their opponents with ease. Luna, heavily injured and impressed by their strength, decided to retreat. She couldn't deny the power and skill of the two Thanos. As they emerged victorious, Thanos and his pet dinosaur became the new rulers of Helluva, using their powers to maintain balance within the animated show. Luna, despite her defeat, couldn't help but feel a sense of pride in being challenged by such formidable opponents. She praised Marvel's Thanos and the Abelisaur Thanos for their strength and determination. And so, the Battle of Thanos came to an end, leaving a lasting impact on the world of Helluva. The two Thanos had proven themselves to be a force to be reckoned with, forever changing the dynamics of the animated show. Navigate up. Your novel. Title: The Battle of Titans. In the world of Helluva, a new challenger emerged. Thanos Simonatoi, a powerful Abelisaurid dinosaur, had arrived with his owner, the infamous Marvel character Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet. The two Thanos were a force to be reckoned with, and they wasted no time in making their presence known. As they entered the animated show, chaos ensued. The other characters of Helluva were no match for the combined power of Thanos and his pet dinosaur. Luna, one of the main characters, tried to fight back, but she was quickly overpowered by the sheer strength and speed of the two Thanos. Using his purple glowing eyes, the Abelisaurid Thanos increased his speed even further, countering all of Luna's attacks with ease. Meanwhile, Marvel's Thanos fully utilized all of his Infinity Stones, unleashing a barrage of powerful attacks that left the other characters in awe. Luna, heavily injured and unable to continue the fight, decided to retreat. She couldn't believe how powerful the two Thanos were, and she couldn't help but feel a sense of pride at being defeated by such formidable opponents. As the dust settled, Thanos and his pet dinosaur emerged victorious. They had become the new rulers of Helluva, using their powers to maintain balance within the animated show. Luna, despite her defeat, couldn't help but admire the strength and determination of the two Thanos. In the end, the Battle of Titans had come to a close, with Thanos and Thanos standing tall as the undisputed champions of Helluva. And as they continued to use their powers for the greater good, the other characters could only watch in awe at the sheer power and might of the two Thanos. Navigate up. Your novel. Title: The Battle of Titans. In the world of Helluva, a new challenger has arrived. Thanos Simonatoi, a powerful Abelisaurid dinosaur, has entered the scene, ready to take on all who stand in his way. But he is not alone. Alongside him is the infamous Marvel character, Thanos, wielding the all-powerful Infinity Gauntlet. As the two Thanos make their presence known, chaos erupts in the animated show. Luna, one of the main characters, steps up to face the formidable duo. But she is no match for their combined strength. Thanos Simonatoi uses his purple glowing eyes to increase his speed and counter all of Luna's attacks, while Marvel's Thanos unleashes the full power of the Infinity Stones. Luna is heavily injured, forced to retreat in the face of such overwhelming power. She watches in awe as Thanos and his pet dinosaur take control of Helluva, using their powers to maintain balance within the chaotic world. Despite being defeated, Luna can't help but feel a sense of pride in the two Thanos. They have proven themselves to be worthy adversaries, pushing her to her limits and giving her a run for her money. She praises them without hesitation, acknowledging their strength and skill. And so, Thanos and Thanos reign supreme as the new rulers of Helluva, their purple glowing eyes and Infinity Gauntlet ensuring that order is maintained in the animated show. The Battle of Titans has come to an end, but the legacy of Thanos and his pet dinosaur will live on in the hearts of all who witness their power. Navigate up. Your novel. Title: The Battle of Titans. In the world of Helluva, a new challenger emerged in the form of a powerful Abelisaurid dinosaur named Thanos Simonatoi. With his glowing purple eyes and immense strength, he quickly became a force to be reckoned with in the underworld. But little did he know that another Thanos was about to enter the scene, the infamous Marvel character with the Infinity Gauntlet. As the two Thanos clashed, the very fabric of reality seemed to tremble under their power. Luna, a fierce demoness and member of the Helluva crew, stepped up to face the Abelisaurid Thanos. But she was no match for his speed and strength, as he effortlessly countered all of her attacks with his glowing eyes. Meanwhile, Marvel's Thanos unleashed the full power of the Infinity Stones, causing chaos and destruction all around him. The battle between the two Thanos and the Helluva crew raged on, with no end in sight. As Luna lay injured and defeated, she couldn't help but feel a sense of pride in the two Thanos. They had pushed her to her limits and given her a run for her money like never before. In the end, Thanos and his pet dinosaur emerged victorious, becoming the new rulers of Helluva. With their purple glowing eyes and the Infinity Gauntlet, they maintained balance within the animated show, bringing a new era of humor and chaos to the underworld. And as Luna looked on in awe, she couldn't help but admire the power and strength of Thanos and his dinosaur companion, knowing that they were truly forces to be reckoned with in the world of Helluva. Navigate up. Your story. Iron Man, what is this madness? 2 Thanos. Thanos Simonatoi, roaring, you cannot defeat us, Iron Man. We are unstoppable. Iron Man, gritting his teeth, I won't give up. Jarvis, target both Thanos and fire all missiles. Jarvis, Iron Man's AI, activates the missiles and they explode around the two Thanos, but they quickly regenerate and continue their attack. Thanos, smirking, you are no match for us, Iron Man. Surrender now and we may spare your life. Iron Man, determined I will never surrender to the likes of you. I will fight until my last breath. The battle rages on, with Iron Man using all his weapons and skills to try and defeat the two Thanos. But they seem to be too powerful, constantly healing and regenerating from any damage inflicted upon them. Iron Man, frustrated, this is impossible. How can I defeat two beings with such immense power? Thanos Simonitoire, roaring, you cannot. We are invincible. Iron Man, refusing to give up, I will find a way. I will not let you win. The battle continues for what seems like an eternity, with Iron Man and the two Thanos locked in a never-ending struggle. The streets are destroyed, buildings crumble, but still, the fight goes on. Iron Man, exhausted but determined, I will not stop. I will keep fighting until the end. The battle rages on, with no end in sight. Iron Man's determination and willpower keep him going, refusing to give up against all odds. Navigate up. Your story. Iron Man, gritting his teeth, this is getting out of hand. How can there be two Thanos? Thanos Simonitoire, roaring, we are unstoppable together. Thanos, smirking, you cannot defeat us, Iron Man. We are inevitable. Iron Man, determined, I may be just a man in a suit, but I will never give up. Iron Man continued to dodge the energy waves and attacks from both Thanos and Thanos Simonitoire. He used all his weapons and gadgets to try and take them down, but they seemed to be too powerful. Iron Man, frustrated, there has to be a way to beat them. Just then, Iron Man's AI helmet started to analyze the situation and came up with a plan. AI helmet. Iron Man, I have detected a weakness in Thanos Simonatoi's glowing purple eyes. Aim for them to weaken him. Iron Man, nodding, got it. Iron Man focused all his firepower on Thanos Simonatoi's eyes, causing him to roar in pain. The distraction gave Iron Man the opportunity to target Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet. Iron Man, shouting, this ends now. Iron Man unleashed all his power on Thanos, causing him to stagger back. Thanos Simonitoire tried to intervene, but Iron Man was too quick for him. Iron Man, panting, it's over, Thanos. Thanos, growling, you may have won this battle, but the war is far from over. With a final blast, Iron Man defeated both Thanos and Thanos Simonitoire. The streets were quiet once again as Iron Man stood victorious. Iron Man, smirking, I may be just a man in a suit, but I will always fight for what is right. And with that, Iron Man flew off into the night, ready to face whatever challenges may come his way. Navigate up. Your story. Iron Man, what is this madness? Two Thanos. Thanos Simonitoire, roaring, you cannot defeat us, Iron Man. We are unstoppable. Iron Man, gritting his teeth, I won't give up. Jarvis, analyze their weaknesses. Jarvis, in Iron Man's helmet, analyzing. Thanos Simonatoi's healing ability seems to be linked to his glowing purple eyes. If we can disrupt that, we may have a chance. Iron Man, nodding, got it. Let's focus on that. Thanos, laughing, you think you can defeat us, puny human. Iron Man, flying around, dodging attacks, I won't know until I try. Thanos Simonitoire, roaring, emitting purple energy waves, you cannot escape our power. Iron Man, firing missiles, targeting the glowing purple eyes, take this. Thanos, using the Infinity Gauntlet, deflecting the missiles, you are no match for us. Iron Man, determined, I won't give up. I will keep fighting, no matter what. The battle raged on, with Iron Man using all his skills and technology to try and defeat the two Thanos. But no matter what he did, they seemed to always be one step ahead. Iron Man, breathing heavily, this is never ending. Jarvis, in Iron Man's helmet, sir, I'm detecting a power surge in the Infinity Gauntlet. Be careful. Iron Man, eyes widening, what are they planning? Thanos, smirking, it's time to end this, Iron Man. Suddenly, a blinding light enveloped the battlefield, and when it faded, Iron Man found himself standing alone. The two Thanos were gone. Iron Man, confused, what just happened? Jarvis, analyzing, it seems they have retreated, sir. But for how long, we do not know. Iron Man, sighing, I guess the battle is not over yet. But I will be ready for them when they return. And so, Iron Man continued to stand guard, ready to face the two Thanos whenever they decided to return. The battle may have paused for now, but the war was far from over. Iron Man would always be ready to defend the world against any threat that came its way.